Hi there, I'm Lisa. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Motivational Monday, but I thought I would actually do something a little bit different today. I like to try and keep the videos varied, and I'll link up the Motivational Monday playlist below. There's all kinds of things, so if you are new, there's something there for you to go and have a look at, whether it be cleaning, decluttering, whether it be, I don't know, making things, plowing through to-do lists, just daily motivation. There's something there for you. There's loads and loads. It's quite a nice playlist now. But today I wanted to talk about how I started my creative business. I get asked quite a lot, and it was quite accidental, and I've had various businesses over the years as well, so I thought I would have a little chat with you today and tell you all about it. And you never know, it might inspire you to start something yourself. So go and grab a cup of tea, and I hope you will enjoy today's video. If you are new to my channel, I do lots of this kind of thing. I have a creative business, and I like to do motivational Mondays on a Monday, funnily enough, and I like to do a creative video on a Wednesday, and then Fridays they can be a vlog, shopping, something like that, sometimes creative as well, and then weekends are always my trip videos. We like to go to the US as a family, and so I have trip videos at the weekend. So I first started my business, my very first business, back in 2003. I had been working at the airport at Heathrow for Lufthansa, so nothing creative at all. And I just had my second child. He was about a year old, and I really needed to do something. I hadn't gone back to work, so I was a stay-at-home mum. I was a very busy stay-at-home mum. I was very heavily involved with the NCT. I ran our local branch for like the coffee mornings and doing activities. I worked on the advertising for the NCT as well for our local branch. And what else did I do? I was always busy with groups. We went to lots of coffee groups and all that kind of thing. And I've always been into crafts and making things, and I just needed to do something. I'd started by like reselling the kids' clothing, and then I would start buying other clothing when I'd seen it in charity shops, secondhand sales, and I would sell it, wash it, sell it on for a higher price. So I was doing a bit of that, but I'd really got into card making. And there's obviously only so many cards that you can make and use yourself. So I started trying to sell them. And I started doing craft fairs, Christmas fairs. I was doing, and then the more I was selling, I did Osborne books for a while, but I actually spent more than I actually earned. And I decided to do the same concept, but for my cards. So friends would have me around their houses, they would have their friends over, and I would have baskets and baskets of handmade cards, and I would sell them to my friends. They would order personalized ones, and it just went on from there. I started doing photo albums, gift bags. I also approached garden centres, small little independent gift shops, and we used to have some large office facilities in the area, and they had like a concierge department where they offered massage, dry cleaning, all these kind of extra services for the people working there. And so I took my cards and things along as well, so people could buy cards, and it really took off. It was going really well, but I used to get asked to make wedding stationery, or if I made wedding stationery, when I did craft fairs, and it really got me thinking that I was selling like one card for like £3, and it would take me ages to make, but I could actually sell 100 cards, but I could just make them all exactly the same design, and I could sell like 100 for the same price. So I started doing that. In 2003, I had my first wedding fair at Thorpe Park, and I really went for it. I got the website launched, and I made myself like a brochure of all the different designs I wanted to do, and then obviously I would have place cards, order service, menus, table plans, photo albums, all that kind of thing to match, and obviously wedding favours as well. And it took off straight away, really well, and I ended up working on what was Funky Fairies, which is my Instagram name, in case you haven't noticed. I worked on Funky Fairies until just a couple of years ago actually, and it was a really busy business. I ended up employing 8 people that I had working for me, and I had a really good online shop, and it was a very good business and kept me very busy. And I also forgot to mention, actually, before Funky Fairies, and I actually stopped doing this because Funky Fairies took over, I was doing craft parties as well. Craft parties for small kids, and I would go to their house, or the parents would hire a hall, and I used Baker Ross a lot of the time for like little DIY kits, and the kids would get to pick little like DIY projects they wanted to do. So we'd always do a name badge to start, and then it could be we did like t-shirts, or we made magnets, loads and loads of different things. And I always supplied them with party bags at the end. One, I put a few bits in, but two, they could actually put the items in that they'd made, and I personalized them as well with tissue paper coming out and big bows, so they always looked really, really nice. And the parties really took off. It was really good fun, but like I said, Funky Fairies just took over, so all the cards went, the craft parties went, and I just really focused on Funky Fairies, which was my life for a very long time. I'd kind of got a bit fed up with brides though. They're really hard going. Mothers of the brides are even harder, and doing weddings was really, really stressful. I was flat out from the beginning of March through till probably the beginning of October. And having two small children, although it was great because I was always able to go and do school runs, I was always there to help with reading in the mornings at school, and I was always there for the kids. I would often start work at 3 or 4 in the morning and still be working 11, 12 at night, outside of when the kids were up. So it was really, really full on. And then one evening, actually, I had the idea of Lollipop Box Club. I'd been a scrapbooker for probably about 12 years, and I'd had scrapbooking kits, and a friend of mine and myself, we'd actually spoken about doing a UK scrapbooking kit absolutely years ago, and we never got round to it. And I just saw online like people were doing smaller subscription boxes, and I thought, wouldn't it be fun to have a kit where we had everything that I love all in one kit. I loved planning and lists, I loved stationery, I love all my crafts, just to have it all in one box. Throwing a recipe sometimes, just everything that I really enjoyed into one box. And I just thought there must be other people like me out there. So I got a website set up for Lollipop Box Club. I did have a little bit of a social media following already because of all my scrapbooking. And I launched Lollipop Box Club 2 months later. And it's just gone really, really well. So I'm really pleased, and I never wanted it to be just about the box. I always wanted it to be about the community, working together, and having a blog was really, really important to me, so that people didn't just get a box, they actually felt like they had a whole month of support to go with that kit, sort of almost daily inspiration and ideas, DIYs, tutorials, all that kind of thing with the box. And obviously since then I've set up my YouTube channel, and the Lollipop community has really grown as well. It's a really, really lovely chat group. I'll link up that below for you so you can go and have a look. And it's just such a nice place, and I've made amazing friends. The majority of my subscribers now I feel like I know due to online chatting and the Facebook group. And it feels like I'm just sending happy mail out to my friends now. It's just such a lovely business to be in. And like I said, I stopped Funky Fairies a few years ago, and Lollipop's changed my life. So that's the story of how I started my business, and the types of creative businesses that I've had. I didn't have any experience in business beforehand, running my own business or anything like that, because people always want to know what degrees I've done. Nothing. I just thoroughly enjoy what I do, and I think that's really important. If you've got a passion for something, a genuine passion, you can do it. So I really urge you, if it's something you're interested in, starting up your own business, it's hard work, really is, and the hours are continuous, but it's the best thing that I've ever done, and I'm really, really pleased. And like I said, it's enabled me to be a stay-at-home mum as well. Despite working, I'm always at home. So I hope this has helped you. I hope this has inspired you, hearing my story of how I started up my business. If you have any questions, please do ask. And let me know if you've done something similar. Have you set up your own business? Doesn't have to be creative business, any type of business. I would love to know. Leave your comments below. Thanks so much for watching today. I hope this has inspired you. I hope you found this interesting, and I look forward to chatting with you soon. Like I said, the Lollipop link to the chat group is below. Take care. Bye.